Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm all fanned out in my LSU gear, but we're not here right now to talk about LSU. We're here to talk about Ohio State versus Texas. And mainly, I want to focus on Archie Manning, right? So, Archie Manning, this is his first season as a true starting quarterback for Texas, and he had a tall task having to play Ohio State, the defending champs, and this Texas versus Ohio State game to me is probably one of the biggest matchups of the year. I have a history of, asking questions why big teams like Ohio State and Texas don't play big teams in the opening. And so far this year, college football has shut me down with that because, hey, what bigger game could there be besides the number one and number two team, in the nation squaring off? And right off the bat, it was kind of slow because both teams was breaking in new starting quarterbacks. Ohio State was breaking in Sand, and Texas obviously was breaking in Archie Manning. Archie Manning has a little bit more experience playing in games than Ohio State quarterback because Archie Manning did play in some plays last season, and also he started when Quentin Ewers was banged up and couldn't play. Um, so we saw both teams kind of filling out one another. Early on in the game, keeping the plays very vanilla. But obviously, Ohio State was able to score. Um, and then we kind of continued to see Texas's offense sputtered early. And then I think one of the things that really was crucial to me was when Texas got down into the red zone. The play calling looked predictable. They had a few throws, but they was kind of really depending on Archie Manning's running ability. Now Archie Manning is very talented with his legs, but he's not, a Jaden Daniels, a Cam Newton, just some other more dynamic guys that played, at that position that was known for, hurting the defense with their legs, right? And then we saw a fail tush push before they even snapped the ball. Just how they was aligned, I just knew that like that wasn't going to work versus Ohio State's defensive line. And then we saw that it was actually stuffed. Ohio State has been really good over the years at getting goal line stops with his defense when it's most needed. And we just kind of continue to see Ohio State defense set the tone. At times, Archie Manning looked very overwhelmed in the pocket. Um, you know, uh, Ohio State was able to continue to have some key drives, and then I think to me, um, the nail in the coffin probably would have been when Archie Manning threw that interception and Ohio State was able to go down and score, making it 14-0. Um, we did see Texas come alive with that really beautiful throw by Archie Manning to the wide receiver. I forgot his last name. Kudos to that wide receiver though. Like I heard Joel Klatt say, like he wasn't on anyone's radar. So, I seen Archie target him twice down in the red zone. So I'm assuming that this guy is going to be the next big wide receiver coming out of Texas. I don't know, but that was a great throw and catch by Archie Manning. And Archie Manning also made another really badass throw on the sideline. But I think it was just it was a little bit too late for Texas. Again, I think Archie Manning is going to be just fine. This was a very tall task for him to go up against Ohio State in the opening game of the season. Ohio State is defending national championships for a reason, but I think that he is going to be just fine. Um, I saw some people on social media saying that Archie Manning is overrated, and all of these things. I don't think he's overrated. Obviously, I'm a LSU fan, and I'm not cheering for Texas at all. But I just think that he has a really good pedigree. I don't think he's overrated. I honestly want to lay, this defeat at the feet of Steve Sarkisian, and the reason why I say that is because, Steve is always hyped up as this all-world play calling guru, right? And I just think that he didn't give Archie Manning any easy layups early on to get him in the rhythm, to get him comfortable, right? His play calling to me was very predictable down in the red zone with the runs, with the failed tush push. I just thought that maybe the play calling could have been a little bit more creative and unique and dynamic down in the red zone. And this game could have very well gone the other way for Texas, but it just seems like Sark didn't start opening up the playbook are really creating momentum with his plays until they was down, 14-0. They was able to score, making it 7-0, 7-14, sorry. And then you started seeing them kind of opening up the playbook, playing with a sense of urgency. But then again, they got to where it was 4-down territory. Archie Manning didn't make the plays that he needed to make the plays with, especially with that crossing route to Wingo. Now, from my perspective, right, I'm in the camp of you have to put the ball where only the wide receiver can catch it, or you throw the wide receiver open. Now, when I saw the play, I did yell at my TV for the wide receiver to catch it with both hands. But when they showed the replay, I did see that the ball was slightly behind the wide receiver, and so he couldn't quite get two hands on it, and that's why he tried with the one hand attempt. If he would have caught that, he had a lot of real estate to run. He had a lot of green field, and who knows what could have happened from there. But hindsight is 2020. I think Archie Manning and Texas is going to be just fine. I'm not sure who they play next year. Next game, but I think they'll be just fine. I think Steve Sarkisian has to do a better job of getting Archie Manning comfortable, getting him some easy throws really early at the beginning of the next game, so he just can get real comfortable, right? Archie Manning doesn't show a lot of emotions to me, but he did look a little flustered on the sideline. They showed him he was just kind of like staring off into the ground, so he looked a little frustrated. But hey, this is what Texas fans wanted, right? They couldn't wait for Quentin Ewers to leave so they can see what Archie Manning had, and they got a glimpse of some of the struggles that he's going to have probably for the next 4 or 5 games, especially versus big competition. And they also saw the greatness with some of those great throws that he made. And so if I was a Texas fan, would I be excited about the future with Archie Manning? Yes, you got to be optimistic when we're talking about our favorite college football teams. We have to be optimistic until we see otherwise. This was a big game versus the defending national championship champions. So it was a great test, and it wasn't a complete blowout. The game was 14-7. The things that you can clean up, like Texas again lost the game in the red zone, right? They lost to Ohio State in the playoffs because of red zone struggles. But if Texas can clean up, these red zone mistakes, which they can, they have a really good head coach. They can clean up these red zone mistakes, get Archie Manning comfortable, get a few more people involved. They do have a new offensive lineman. I think a new offensive line. I think that they're breaking in 4 new offensive linemen. So once those guys start to gel and all of these things, I think Texas will be just fine. They've still been picked to win the SEC and to go back to the playoffs. So I think they'll be just fine. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Was this game too big for Archie Manning? Was this game just a part of the growing pains? Drop your thoughts in the comment, and if y'all haven't done so already, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and stay tuned for more videos just like this. I'm excited that we have college football. College football is back. It's just not me sitting on here kind of like speculating what I think is going to happen. I actually can see some games and break it down from my point of view and give y'all my opinion. But yeah, Texas fans, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. Ohio State, not taking anything from y'all. Great game. Y'all showed why y'all are to defend the national championships. I wish all the best of luck to y'all throughout the season. So y'all hop in the comments, Texas, Ohio State fans, and y'all let me know. Until next time, I'm out.